My name is Samika Samuels, and today's presentation is going to be on blended learning. Throughout the course, we had the privilege of using some unconventional resources such as Twitter and Feedly to try to find trends in instructional technology. One term that was reoccurring is called blended learning. So I was very intrigued about if blended learning is really all about the hype. This presentation, you're going to learn a little bit about the history, the benefits of blended learning, some of the challenges teachers and institutions have faced. Is blended learning really effective? And does it really meet the needs of the students? By the end of this presentation, I hope I'll be able to answer whether blended learning is going to be a trend that's here to stay.
What is learning? Blended learning is defined as the preservation of traditional forms of learning shaped by centuries of pedagogical experiences. In 2002, 80 to 90% of higher education were transformed to blended learning. Blended learning takes the traditions of the old and transform them to something that's innovative. It's a compromise of integrating wonderful technology into teaching learning processes. According to the research, Arbol 2014 said 14.1 million students had face to face instruction in 2010. Now only 4 million have face to face instruction. Moscow Hartman 2013. Now there are different purposes of blended learning, according to Charles Graham. Purposes increase learning effectiveness, increase convenience and access, and increase cost effectiveness. To weigh the measure of blended learning effectiveness is if the learning is taking place, if it's convenient and is easily accessed to teachers, and if it is cost effective. There are numerous programs that are available to teachers, students, and even districts that are not cost efficient. Graham also explains that there's different levels of blended learning. The blended learning can start without any influence from the district or even the school on the activity level. In order to get more stakeholders involved, the levels of blended learning go up. On the course level, that includes the instructors in that school, on that grade level, in that content area to develop some type of plan. On the program level, you involve the teachers and the administrators. But in an instructional level, it involves the administrators, the district, sometimes the state, the teachers, and the individual students. Are there benefits to blended learning? Absolutely. Blended learning combines the benefits of collaboration, independence, and problem solving or problem based learning to reach the broadest range of learners. It takes the kinesthetic learners and the auditory learners, gives them a medium. Students with disabilities can also be addressed with blended learning programs. Blended learning programs can address students with disabilities according to Siena 2014, but it depends on the right technology, the special ed support. There should be a learning coach. Students should be always in the center. Students are always in the center of the learning process. Students often should come to the program with skills in order to complete the necessary or the desired task or the objectives. The course should be designed for the student, and the physical environment should be conducive for learning. When you look into a blended learning classroom, sometimes it looks a little chaotic. So, um, oftentimes, students with disabilities need a quiet space in order to be productive. Gifted and talented students can also be served in the blended classrooms environment. According to Swan in 2015, blended learning experience can be a great opportunity to differentiate, to challenge gifted and talented students compared to a face to face. Blended learning, in its essence, challenges the status quo, maintains the integrity of traditional academy while simultaneously encouraging the adoption of platforms such as online learning, mobile technology, and other resources. Blended learning takes the traditional and merges it with an innovative approach to education. It allows students to think outside of the box while connecting with the 21st century skills. Students are able to use handheld mobile devices within the classroom quite easily in a blended program that allows them to do so. They are challenges that arise with a blended learning program. You want to always be mindful of several tips to avoid pitfalls. The blended learning needs to be user friendly, easy access, interactive, and include virtual communication. From a district standpoint, the curriculum should be effective and efficient course design, ASHE 2014. The school's approach will be different depending on the school's preference, the needs, objectives, the time, and the resources that are available to them. Each program should include critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication, or as Bushman and Marin said, the four C's, in order to ensure student engagement. Student engagement can be a useful indicator of how well students are doing in achieving academic and social outcomes. Henry 2015. Students' attitude towards blended education or a blended learning classroom. They feel that it's user friendly, the blended learning resources are easily accessed, the activities are interactive and engaging. However, the criticisms are the tasks take too long. Watching a video prior to class disconnects from the continuity of learning. Sometimes, in some situations, the interface is not familiar to the students. Some of the cons are it's too many tasks. Watching a video prior to class disconnects from the continuity of learning. Some of the in some of the students are unfamiliar with the interface. The tasks sometimes can be exhausting. They're, too many and too long, too involved. And the discussions, the kids don't like the discussion parts. But does it really impact student learning? That is the question. Blended learning has been proven not to be superior medium of instruction according to Swan 2015. Although students' engagement has increased, their test scores have not necessarily increased significantly. There are no difference in access performances according to Smith 2013. Because blended learning is currently in our trend category, more research is needed in the area of student effectiveness in order to determine whether or not blended learning instructions. There's no difference in assess perform according to Smith's research in 2013. Blended learning has increased student engagement. However, there still needs to be research conducted in order to prove that blended learning environments increases student achievement. But there are some things that we need to remember. There's no app for good teaching. Moorhead 2015. If we want to ensure student achievement, we need to remember to keep learning goals ahead of the technology. Make sure we offer a higher order questioning. Don't take the technology, don't make the technology learning easy. Take our feedback to our students seriously, regardless if it's responding to a blog or writing a note on their giving them a note or feedback on their writing. Stay skeptical of individualized learning for now because it has not been proven that blended learning is a key to academic success. Include student voice, collaboration, and student choices. With these keys, you will definitely know that learning will take place.
In closing, I've learned that blended learning has its benefits and its challenges. It also can be effective with student learners. But the one thing, the one takeaway that I can always have is that there's no substitute for good teaching. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video presentation. I hope you were able to take away something positive about blended learning.